All right, welcome back, folks. I am flying solo at the moment, so you're going to be enjoying a stream of consciousness type of webcasting. Not much of it's going to make sense, but it's what you get. All right, we got Colorado Blitz versus Nasty. Nice, strong move up the middle for Nasty. Doesn't work out, but I like it. I do think that middle brick is being underplayed. Colorado Blitz is going ahead and posting a gun up on that snake brick because just the assumption it's going to be a hot assumption that they need to be there. So I've seen that play developing more and more today, not so much yesterday. No bodies walking off yet, so we've got a clean 5-on-5 game at the moment. Nasty makes a little bump out of this home into the backline Dorito. We've got Snake 2 hot for both teams. I'm not sure if either one is aware of where the other is at the moment. Yeah, Nasty cautioning the 50. They don't know it's hot, they're just cautioning it. I can't hear their communication. So Colorado Blitz Snake 2 player chooses to look into the middle, trying to see if he can pick up any kills. He's given up on his posting on the snake brick, which is actually, whether he knows or not, the correct call. Oof, Major. So we just saw a red flag fly against Nasty. Oh, that hurts. Wow, that might have been a gross Major. We're pulling 3 bodies. That might have been a gross Major, folks. I think that might have just cleaned Nasty off the field. Yeah, they went ahead and toweled that out to save the clock. I'm joined in the booth by Greystone LaPointe. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So we just saw welcome to the webcast, Greystone.
Oh, thank you.
We just watched Nasty get a major. It might even been a gross major because they pulled so many bodies. You know what? I got our ultimate ref, Michael, here. Let's see if I can ask him. All right. We unfortunately have it was a gross major for wiping against number 7 on Nasty. So that's going to be a long, strange, silent ride home from the field for him. His teammates are not going to like that one. All right, we're Royal City Seadogs and Noobies. Seadogs on my left, Noobies on my right.
Noobies look like they went out clean.
Yeah, I don't see anybody who's walking off for either team.
Damien into the snake.
Damien's been having a lot of success here all day. Shooting field 1. Still wearing his Dynasty jersey.
I mean, with Noobies roster, with Markowski on it as well, any team has to watch out for a threat on anywhere in the field.
Yeah. So, if you're just joining us on this field, and I guess I'm speaking to you, Greystone, we've seen endless games that look like they're being won by one team, and then it flips around, and that dominant team ends up losing on this field. I don't know what's going on out here.
The momentum swing is a really big factor on this layout.
It's not 1 in 20 games. It's points. It's like every third game out here, a team looks like they've got this locked up, and then it all falls apart.
That's exactly the experience we had playing the field. You can swing, and if you drop a attack on one side of the field and just come back on the other, it's a pretty impressively fast layout here.
Yeah. Newbie's starting to push up the middle. Uh-oh. No, he's live. Took a look at his chest for a second, the middle tower.
We got some fun activity from Vasquez going into the snake interior.
Yep. One of the Seadogs walks off from the back. Seadog can trying to find out what's going on in the snake. I don't think he's aware of Vasquez moving up to their S2. I'll probably let you know this, Greystone. You'll be hearing me call out really generic bunker names, because for the people at home, they of course won't know the naming protocol of every team out there.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the Seadog snake side are, in our experience playing them, they're very, very creative players. Any little gap they can get through, they'll get through and put it on you. So it's definitely a big threat.
Well, Newbies are probing. They're trying to figure out how to close this one out. Vasquez is up into the S2. He's engaging with the snakeside can. Oh, Vasquez takes the walk. DeVivo filling it in, though. So I think Vasquez may have gotten a little bit frustrated trying to find a body to shoot at. Maybe took a bigger risk than he needed to.
Noobies filled it out right away, though. That was one thing is you just have to constantly keep pressure on the snake.
Yes.
And as the game progresses in the mid game, you can get multiple bodies in there, and it's just an endless wall of snake players.
It's exactly what it's like, a conveyor belt of bodies being pushed in the snake sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the teams that have looked the best are the ones that seem to be most willing to just keep shoving bodies into the breach.
Commit to it and just feed that center brick on the snake side.
Just keep feeding them. All right. DeVivo can wrap here. He's still engaging with the snake side can, although the snake side can's not really interested in engaging with him.
That's a pop on the top like that. You better be cautious because you might get caught.
Do it a little bit. Don't do it a lot. Oop. Another newbie player walking off. A little bit perplexed in where he got shot. He's kind of questioning that one. So,
and these sideways fights like this, where you turn the field, 90 degrees, is pretty fun. It's you can make some interesting stuff happen.
Seadogs bump out to the snake corner. DeVivo's suddenly in a little bit of trouble.
That was a smart move to retreat like that.
Good drop back. So we might have a 2-on-1. DeVivo might be the last player. I think he is. Could be incorrect. And he's hit. All right, so if you want to recall, about a minute and a half ago, I said something about teams that look like they're in control in this field don't tend to win.
Yep.
Maybe that's overstating it a little bit, but it is surprising how often they don't win. All right, so we have a quick second before the next point starts. Why don't you introduce yourself? I know you got jumped in here last second.
My name is Greystone LaPointe. I'm from BZ Fearless out of Phoenix, Arizona. Our home field is Arizona Battle Zone. And this is our second event as a semi-pro team. Team started probably 6 weeks before the last event.
Wow, that's a quick patch together team. Did you know a lot of the guys before the team formed?
A couple of us have played together. The local field owner really wanted to bring Arizona to a national level.
Yep.
And so it was just kind of a collection of guys that played at the field that were willing to commit to put in the work to play the NXL a full season.
Yeah. All right, well, I know you're not loving the way your weekend has been going so far, but from what I've watched, you guys have been in it.
It's it's an important thing to have progress.
Yeah.
And we're progressing since the first event. Got a win today. Move forward, build on that, and a lot of it is team synergy for us.
Yeah.
We're a lot of the guys met 6 weeks before the last event, so we're building that communication. You have to listen for your buddy's voice, tune out all the madness on the field, and hear those voices.
Yeah, especially in modern paintball, which is much more team-oriented, much more disciplined. Building that kind of chemistry and teamwork and communication is much more vital than it used to be.
Oh, incredibly vital.
Yeah.
It's teams that have good synergy. It doesn't matter if you have fast guys, good shooters. People that are going to play as a team and off each other are going to win every time.
Yeah. Blitz makes aggressive move up here into the Snake 2. Unfortunately, they do lose one of their guys over on the Dorito side. Nasty is up into the Snake mini wall. I'm fairly certain neither of them are aware of the other one's presence, but they have to assume it's hot.
Every time.
Yeah.
Always caution.
We've seen, this Blitz player. Blitz player trying to get off the field. I think he just got shot in the one place that you don't want to get shot. So we've seen, especially today, a lot of teams starting to dedicate guns on the brick, regardless of the knowledge of whether it's hot or not. Even I think when teams knew the brick wasn't hot, we're talking about the snake brick, they're still keeping a gun on it as if it's hot.
And there are so many bounces in there.
Yeah.
You just hammer that bunker and you'll get some random things.
So interesting, yesterday I saw a lot more teams trying to bounce shot into the backside of the snake brick. They're shooting the S2 and bounce them in. Today I haven't really seen teams trying to do that. Don't know why.
This is kind of a stopgap if you don't have actually where you can identify the bodies. Put it in there because it just applies pressure to the point where they're not going to really go through.
Yeah, they're going to get uncomfortable. All right, Blitz, I'm about to curse them by saying they look like they're in control over here on the snake side. There is a nasty player in opposition to them. That nasty player is kind of committed to shooting the cross shot, so I don't know if he's aware that he's got two players bearing down on him. One of them taking his own snake 2 away from him.
We've got Carrera in the snake playing smart. He's another Arizona boy.
We do have Nasty in the snake corner. He doesn't have a great shot on the outside of the brick, but he can harass him. There we go. The Nasty player finally realizing how close he is. Now, if he tries to go do that brick, he's going to run right through, I believe you said Carrera's gun at this S2.
Oh,
Did that work? I don't know. Shopping. Nasty corner, snake corner walking off. Nasty player making his argument to the refs. I'm not sure.
He's got to capitalize on this.
Yeah, the refs are going to tell him to keep playing.
I don't think Carrera knows if he's there.
Oh. No, that's not a major. That was just a trade. The first one, you might have had an argument for major. That one was just a good trade.
And that's the thing about this side of the field is this layout is just an absolute rolling of the dice as far as your timing going through the snake.
Yeah. Well, there's so much blindness in there. There can be players lurking anywhere inside of there. It's just a charnel house of horrors if you go blind through the middle of that snake.
Absolutely.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you've been out here yet, but we're doing paintball bingo. So keep an eye on your scorecard, see if you're missing anything. Make sure that you don't miss it because you're pretty darn close to winning this one. Your teammate Steve Vincent did a good job getting you in a win position. So, Nasty versus Blitz. I think we might be down to 1-on-2. We're certainly a low body situation. A lot of time shoot off the clock on this point. Suddenly, Gradestone's like, oh, I'm going to win this stuff on the bingo. Yeah, I'm walking away with a W on this one.
Every paintball player is competitive,
yeah.
regardless of what the sport is. If there's a game to be played, we're on it.
So I got a Nasty player in the snake corner, which is a bunker I hate. I want to. If I have to play that, I'm getting out of there as quick as possible. But he's searching around. Colorado Blitz player also trying to figure out where the heck his opponent is. Blitz player's being a little more passive, sitting behind that backline Dorito.
The backline Dorito is surprisingly strong.
Is it?
In this situation?
Yeah.
We actually lost some of our snake bodies to that backline Dorito, and then you can switch inside and stop them from coming up onto the Dorito side.
Nasty player goes in, moves up to the mini wall behind the snake brick. He's going to make the transition up to the brick. Blitz player is looking that way. All right, now they know where each other is. Blitz player takes the opportunity to move. The brick actually blinds the Nasty player. He can't see that move. So he still thinks the Dorito's hot.
Oh, yeah, shooting the Dorito.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Blitz player flying upfield. Blitz player should just, if he's unopposed, should just go hit the buzzer.
Yeah, commit it and
yeah,
go.
There he goes. There he goes. There he goes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
There he goes. Well played by Blitz.
Such good timing.
Wow.
Recognized that he was getting no pressure, and they were just hunting for him back on the other side of the field.
Well played by Blitz. So, ironically, one of the best bunkers on the field, which is this big snake brick, blinded the Nasty player, Frank, from seeing that move. It's so big in his left side peripheral vision, he just couldn't see the Blitz player. He just disappeared.
That's going to be one of those moments you rewatch on this stream and break it down and see, like, oh, really, that happened to me.
Frank, if you're listening to me, don't feel bad. It's not entirely your fault. You're going to be listening to this probably on Monday.
Every player has these moments. That's why this stream's so nice to have, because it's everyone watches and rewatches the moments that reside in their heads after a tournament finishes.
All right, I don't think you got any there on that one for the bingo game. The good news is your buddy Steve left you in a really great position to win this thing, but nothing there. I think you need a can't find buzzer. It'll be a quick win.
Quick win.
Or trip and fall. Trip and fall is very doable. All right, we got Royal City Seadogs on my right. We got Noobies on my left. I would think the Noobies are favored to win this one. Seadog loses their snake corner. Noobies all the way up to the S2. I think he's getting ready to make that bump over to the snake brick.
Oh, they took off one with Rosardo. That's a
big loss.
That's a big loss for Seadogs.
Yeah. Rosardo's been playing great this weekend. That's a caveat. Me saying this weekend. As far as I know, he's playing great every single time he plays paintball. But I can only guarantee that he's been playing great this weekend.
And the match that we played on the last event, he was a very, very important threat to deal with.
So the newbie mini brick can probably go ahead and crawl up to the mini wall or go to the inside of the snake. He's not getting any heat. I don't know if perhaps he has a better shot there on something important than moving up. Seadogs have a player, and I'm going to use the word stuck because I think he's stuck into that. And I'm wrong. Second I say it.
Right.
You've got to get out of that snake corner if you're outnumbered. Good move. Good move by that Seadog player.
Yeah, if the newbie would just been a little bit further on the wrap, he would have caught him in that crawl.
All right. Seadog player's aware that snake 50 brick is hot. He's posting up on it. Just begging him to wrap.
I'm not necessarily sure they know that he is inside that snake beam there.
Are you saying the newbies are not aware, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure the newbies know he's there.
I'm not sure they are. Unfortunately, he's going to try to crawl through this gap. I believe the newbies have a gun waiting for him. How did he get out of that one? There was a gun waiting for him to try to get through that gap. Now he launches. Still both alive.
Oh.
How are they both alive? All right. Tuck your foot in, sir.
Oh.
Vivo takes the walk. Good work by the Seadog. Now, does the Seadog player, number one, get overconfident that he's cleaned out the snake? No, I think he's still a little bit cautious. So the newbie player on the outside of the snake brick has gone really quiet. Maybe he's trying to bait the, yeah, there we go, bait the Seadogs into doing something dumb. That was his chance. He had a chance to make that bump up to the Seadog side.
Time to get creative.
Yeah.
He's waiting for the Seadogs to make the move.
Yeah. Again, I think the Seadogs are convinced that 50 brick is hot. They were wrong, but it's fine to assume that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that wrong assumption. You know what? The newbie player's doing the same thing. He's assuming that 50 brick on the snake side is hot, and he's just posted his gun on it.
And that's the terrifying thing about this side of the layout.
Yeah.
You know, any wrong move or wrong time, you're just throwing your body away.
Yes.
You hope to take one with you, but as we saw that exchange that just happened a few moments ago, where the newbies player went into that mini wing on their side of the snake, it gets pretty crazy in there.
Yeah, it is nightmare fuel trying to live in this maze over here. All right, game has settled down a little bit, so we got about 7.5 minutes left on the clock.
You got newbies retreating.
Yep, DeVivo's dropped back to the snake mini wall. Seadog's trying to figure out where everybody is. Both sides have gone a little bit passive.
We're amazing that we're this far in the game and DeVivo still has that much pain on his back too. You know, if anything,
Yeah.
he's just going to grind them out till they're low.
So would you back up? If you're DeVivo, would you back up, or would you try a sneaky crawl up the snake and probably try to get a quick kill?
I think he needs to get a kill off the inside before he deals with the snake guys.
Yeah. Well, considering I believe the Seadogs have lost track of him, he has an opportunity to do something sneaky. I'm not sure it's wise, but I'm not known for making wise moves on the field. But there's a window there. Somebody fouled.
Fouled it.
Must have been the newbies.
Interesting.
I'm not sure. Let's see with the score now. Yeah, newbies toweled that. They just saw too much clock ticking off and decided to bail out on that one. I'd imagine the newbies coach was over on the sidelines for the last 2 minutes talking to himself. Should I towel? Should I towel?
Yeah.
Should I towel?
It's a tough decision, you know. And,
Yeah.
and if you towel in the wrong spot, the team can get kind of grumpy sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Players coming off going, why did you towel that? I was definitely going to win that, man.
Oh yeah, every time.
Yeah. It was only 4-1.
We've all been in those situations.
Yeah.
And you think you're going to get the glory.
Yeah, in your mind, you're the best player ever.
The people on the outside of the field have a better viewpoint.
All right, we got Nasty on my right, Colorado Blitz on my left. Blitz in those powder blue uniforms. Beautiful. Nasty makes a run into the snake mini wall. Snake brick, and then up to the mini wall.
Both teams.
Real aggressive, Nasty play. So the Blitz player posts his gun up on the snake brick, just assuming it's hot. In this case, he's correct. It is hot. Clean breakout. I don't think I've watched anybody's walk off so far. So we got Colorado Blitz in that snake can trying to support his snake player.
The Nasty player is really the only. He's just sitting posted, waiting. He's got to have something happen over there.
So it looks like Nasty is correctly diagnosed that the God bunker's hot.
Oh, moved his foot just a little.
He's going to walk right into a gun. Yeah, it's a trade. I don't know. It's fine. You're not up or down bodies. That's a fine trade. It doesn't. Okay. Both Blitz and Nasty both up into the Snake mini wall.
Well, I think they're both aware that the Snake's been filled.
Yeah. Again, I think on this field you can almost just assume it's filled. Just
Every time.
Even if you're not sure, just assume it. I've been on layouts where I've just told teammates, I just want to hear you call this particular bunker as hot as soon as the horn blows. Don't even wait. Just start calling it hot, just so that we can get our minds wrapped around the fact that it will be.
We get some action here.
Yep. Blitz player up into that brick. Nasty player not aware of it.
Gonna move over on the Dorito side for Nasty.
Yeah. Blitz has a little bit of a Dorito side present. They've got a wedge and one of the Doritos hot.
Oh, anyways, he's walking off.
Nasty making a walk. So we've watched a couple. Is this the same matchup? We watched a long, slow point? No, that was the previous one.
Previous one.
Yeah. So it's funny. This field has suddenly slowed down.
Yesterday it was so fast. The scores were ran up.
Yeah.
I mean, one of our matches, I think we played 11 points.
I just saw a yellow go up.
Oh.
Yeah, I just saw a yellow go up. I'm assuming. Well, I don't know. I see a Nasty player walking up. Yeah, Blitz. All right, so that miner was on Blitz. I think that miner just cleaned off the field. Nasty player just kind of walking it in. So what is it about your commentary that made this field play so slow? What's going on? You definitely hasn't happened with anybody else, Graystown. This is on you.
Maybe it's my soothing deep voice there, calming the players.
Yeah,
down.
that's what it is. You got the Barry White thing going on. All right, so we got Colorado Blitz versus Nazi. Blitz with close to a 60%. Actually, both teams close to a 60% win percentage per point. So it's a really good matchup between those two teams. Then on the other end of things, we have Royal City Seadogs versus the Noobies. Again, a darn near perfect statistical match in terms of how many points won, the percentage of points won. So that jives with what we're seeing so far as long, slow points. Neither team has dominated. Well, no team has dominated the other team so far.
The Noobies have so much experience. I mean, Seadogs do as well.
Yeah. So Seadogs versus Noobies.
Oh, that was a creative run.
Yeah. I've not seen anybody play that can.
I've never seen that route to that can either. That was pretty bizarre. Work though. And that's the thing. Sometimes you have to change it up and surprise the other team.
Yeah, absolutely. If you get into too much of a pattern, then the other team just shoots you doing that pattern.
That was an interesting breakout. It looks like they are 5 alive on Noobies.
Yeah, I haven't watched a body walkout for either side so far.
We got Markowski at the center brick in the 50. And that brick is very, very effective for shutting down a Dorito side progression.
So I did have Noel Tran of Preferred Mob tell me that brick is great unless the snake, I think about 2 gets hot, then you just kind of die to it. And there's not a lot you can do from it. That was his analysis.
That goes to, I would agree with that. It goes to, basically field awareness for the player that's up there at that brick. I mean, Markowski's been playing paintball for a long time, so.
The name is familiar. He's probably sold a few jerseys. All right, we have Noobies up at that pretty well unopposed at this snake brick. You can start wrapping.
They've taken the ground. Noobies taking the ground. Now we just have to grind out the match.
If DeVivo goes low, he can really wrap around, start hunting for kills. So I don't believe the insert, you can tell me, but I don't believe the insert has a straight shot on this the outside of this brick. I think DeVivo, if he goes low, can just wrap it, and somebody picks off the middle mini brick.
Yep, especially if he's playing out of his bunker.
Yeah.
Once you got the Seadogs player in the back, Dorito corner bunker, looking inside to make sure nothing too crazy happens. He's not really shooting his gun. He's just kind of he's the stopgap for this breakout.
Yep. Oh, two more 2 more bodies walking off. Oh, one of them. Okay, one of those was a newbie. He must have done the long walk around the outside of the field. All right, newbies double up into the snake. They push forward across the 50 to the S2 of the Seadogs. Yep.
All right.
DeVivo plinks out the can on the snake side. So they're well in control of this game.
Oh, I didn't see the 5. The Dorito corner. There we go.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Ref's checking out DeVivo. Calls him clean. They pull out that corner, the Dorito corner body, and that should be it. Should be able to just walk it in, hit the buzzer.
That was when you get that much pressure on the snake side of the field in this layout. It's hard to deal with.
That was a slower point. It's not what we've been seeing on this field so far. All right. Well, Nasty versus Colorado Blitz. Blitz up 2-1 over Nasty. 5.5 minutes on the clock.
Plenty of time on this layout to make something interesting happen.
Nasty just needs to avoid penalties. I've seen a few games of theirs get swung by a penalty. Which I always feel bad when the penalty is, for an unobvious hit. Back of your pack or top of your hopper.
Yeah, sometimes players are just in it. If you're in movement and you're doing something, but you still hear the sound of it.
Yeah,
you may not feel it, but you still hear that clapping sound.
You know what gets me in trouble from time to time is I literally think I can feel the difference between a bounce and a break. Yeah. And there's times where I go, nope, that felt like a bounce. I'm going to keep playing.
There's definitely a difference, especially when it comes to getting shot in the head.
Yeah. Are you implying I've been shot in the head a lot?
No, I'm implying I've been shot in the head a lot. Especially this weekend.
All right, Nasty versus Blitz, both of them up snake. Blitz player is just posted up on that brick, which in this case he's correct.
You can look, the Nasty player is looking in between the cracks of the bunker to tell if that side's hot.
So I would love for that Nasty player to get his feet out of the lane, though. Okay, he just did. So he was laid full out, and that put his feet out into that middle lane, which, believe it or not, is a pretty dangerous thing to do. Oh, okay, here we go. We're going to see a point-blank confrontation in a second. This is the game of who bumps the bunker first.
Yep. Who bumps the bunker, shoots their gun, who talks.
Yeah, you lose.
But, that is a dangerous spot where the Nasty player's at for as far as bounce shots going in there. He might catch a stray ball because it's an absolute ping pong machine inside there.
I think the Blitz, right now, I think the Blitz player is going to be the first one to bump the bunker. His fingers are phantom firing the gun. Oh, did you just bump it? For such an aggressive layout, especially the snake side, it's amazing to see these little, very extremely patient confrontations.
Cold War.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, don't bump the bunker. No, I think that's just the wind moving it.
Both getting restless.
Yeah.
See if he shoots
his gun. If the Nasty player shoots his gun, Malsum shoots his gun, who's going to do it first? Oh, no. Is that a team kill? He might have got a shot by his own player. I don't know.
We got that on the tournament paintball bingo.
Yeah, that is
a team kill.
Maybe not on this one. We got about 40 different categories of possible things that happen on a field, and then I put them in a randomizer and punched out these bingo cards. So in theory, every bingo card is unique.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and all of these are very valid things that are going to happen in a paintball tournament. So it's only a matter of time.
All right, well, that was an interesting and slow game. I don't know. This field has suddenly changed its tone and behavior. Wasn't what I was seeing before. All right, so we want to shout a thank you to one of our sponsors, Southland Transportation, for all your transportation needs. Give them a call if you need to get someplace. If you don't need to go anywhere, don't call them unless you're lonely. But if you need to go somewhere, give them a call. So I'll be honest, on this bingo board, I actually eliminated some categories. They were proving too difficult when we did this at our local webcast. Anthony's big complaint, Anthony Vitale, my longtime co-host, 16-inch plus barrel. We used to be on these, and it was just impossible. Nobody ever got that one anymore.
You're not going to see that.
Maybe 10 years ago, you'd occasionally find somebody, but not so much anymore. All right, Noobies versus Seadogs. We got about 3.5 minutes on the clock. Still a tight game. Still could go either way.
You know, you got pretty lucky over here with the hopper explodes. That's definitely only a matter of time.
Well, and again, we're not allowed to say it on air because then we're going to get sued. But there is one particular hopper that kind of has a reputation for blowing open.
Oh, absolutely.
When people dive into a bunker.
Absolutely.
That company makes fine product, but that particular, they have a little bit of a mold problem on their shells.
I absolutely love that hopper.
Yeah.
But it definitely explodes.
Yeah. You know what? It's like a training for hopper for how to dive into a snake. That's what it should be used as. You can use it to teach your guys how to dive into the snake without taking a core sample.
You can always tell the players that have had it happen to them with consistency because they have their hoppers taped up like this Seadogs player back here in the snake can.
Yeah, they know the deal.
Like they've been there.
All right, both teams up in the snake, as is the norm.
And it looks like they got the center brick occupied, looking snake side again. Which is a good move for Noobies. They really capitalized on that the last time they played.
I don't like Baldwin coming off this brick. He's looking inside for
beautiful.
kill, and all right, that one actually made me look smart because I told him not to do it, and he got shot. No one listens to me. I think I see bodies walking off for both teams. Noobies believe they're on kill 2.
So this is nice to see somebody play that brick with a lot of success. We haven't seen that all weekend.
Oh no!
As much damage.
And as you say that, people gets picked out.
Still got Markowski in that.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Center brick.
He's pretty good. So Noobies have a very good cross with both their snake and that center brick. It'd be very difficult for Seadogs to make a push in this situation.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I made it.
Yeah, clean. But I can't see the Seadogs being able to take the snake at this point. With you said Mikowski's in that
center 50 brick in the center of the field.
And he's looking this way, which is a smart thing to do. And he launches.
Somebody.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, now there's a major. Okay, I just saw a red flag follow that yellow flag. I don't know if...
Did one of the...
I think it was a mistake. I'm going to guess that red flag was an oopsie. They meant to throw yellow, and they just grabbed for the wrong pocket.
Looks like Seadogs might have launched on that side of the field. But...
Well, there is a conference on the field. There's going to be a little bit of chatter to figure out what the heck just went on. While the refs talk, I just want to thank another one of our sponsors, No Film Productions, for all your videography and photo needs. Just remember, it's still no film. So I got the refs trying to sort it out. I may put my headset down and go bug our ultimate, tell me what the heck just happened. Our ultimate ref is Michael. He's been very good this weekend. And I thought he's done a very good job calmly discussing with teams what has occurred. I'm sure he's had to say, yeah, sometimes our refs aren't perfect, but generally speaking, I think they've been making pretty good calls. You're silent on that subject, so
I was thinking the nicest way to word things is you know, you get players that think it's always the ref's fault, but everything I've seen all weekend has always been fair and accurate. And, you know, sometimes people do make mistakes, but you go stand out in the sun for 10 hours a day for 3 days straight and see how sharp you are, you know? And
all right, to the viewers, I didn't think that's the direction this conversation was about to go from an active player this weekend. God bless you.
No problems. I get no penalties all weekend, personally.
So you got away with it.
You know, everyone says there's a gray area. And,
yeah. All right, we got Blitz versus Nasty. 2-2, tied up. Got 3 minutes on the clock. You can kind of treat this like an overtime game because there's a good chance there's not going to be another point after this if they play it as slow as they have been playing it.
Have we seen any matches this week go to overtime?
Yeah, we've seen a couple of them go to overtime. Like 2. I think I've seen 2. This is the tension-filled part of the weekend, too, because for some of these teams, they still have a chance to play off. Saturday afternoon is where things start getting real interesting.
Yeah. Knowledge of the field comes out, and the pressure goes on the teams that they're looking to make Sunday. Yeah. Stakes are high, stresses players out.
So Nasty's snake player has, I think it's Nasty's snake player, has dedicated his gun to just staying on that brick, even though it has not been hot for the last minute.
And here we go with the matched up on the snake again.
Yep. Colorado Blitz player getting a little twitchy. I get a feeling he's going to try to make that bump out to the brick. Nope, he spins inside. Let's see if he can pick up a cheap kill. do not believe I've seen any bodies walk off so far.
Oh, here we go.
Colorado Blitz makes the move from the snake corner up to that snake mini brick. I don't think anybody picked it up because there's no paint coming in at his bunker.
Looks like Nasty is pretty much at their initial bunkers after the breakout.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any big secondaries or any progression on that side of the field.
Colorado Blitz's home player makes a swing out to that snake side can. Neither team being real aggressive, you know.
This mid game is the most important part.
Yeah. Okay. It's like Nasty, I think, has an understanding of what the snake is hot. They seem like they're doing a good job calling it out. The Blitz player in the snake, too, though, is pretty happy just shooting cross. He seems to have come off the brick, which is unfortunate because now the brick actually is hot with Bomad.
I mean, obviously, both player can hear him shooting his gun. He takes him
He launches. Did he get him? I think he did not get him. Bomad is clean. At the same time, another Colorado Blitz player walks off from the back line. Bomad went ahead and dumped into their S2. So I would say that the Blitz player is unaware of how close Bomad is to him.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah. He's got a launch.
Here we go.
Good launch from Bomad.
Beautiful.
Wow, strong game. If they win this might be the big brain play of the day. Wow. Is the buzzer not going off? Oh, he's waiting for the 10-second, I would imagine.
Yep.
Wow. All right.
That was impressive.
I got to give him up. That was impressive. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I don't know if you wear this. So we have a trophy that we will give out if we see a particularly smart play for the thing. So this is the Big Brain Play of the Award. I'm sorry. Big Brain Play of the Day. And right now, I think I'm giving it to Bomad. That was excellent. And the game was on the line. He was very smart about how he attacked that.
And that's
yeah.
It's hard to keep that much pressure when you know the clock's ticking down.
Yeah.
You have to make something happen.
Well done. I'm going to go silent mic for a second. I can't hear me.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
That's especially in a pressure like that. You know, you can go to overtime, but do you want to go to overtime?
Yeah. That was great.
10 seconds.
All right, congrats, Nasty, on that one. All right, Royal City Seadogs versus Noobies.
Game on.
Ooh. Oh, look at Makarski go. What was that? All the way up the Doritos off the break. That's the microwave action we've been looking to see.
So Noobies
here
need
he
it.
goes. Now he is in their Doritos already.
Well, Noobies are the back's a little bit against the wall in this one. They've got about a minute and a half left on the clock. They're down 3-1. Aggressive breakout. Anthony, you can go find me Bomad from get me Bomad from Nasty. Tell him to come over. Yeah, they're running out of time, man. I mean, I like their initial aggressive, but then they slowed down. You know, they might be able to win this point, but the match is slipping away. Newbies need to attack more. They do take out the God from the Seadogs. 2 Seadog players walk off. Ooh. I'm going to guess that's the Snake Side Can walks off. Oh, I could be wrong. They could get this point, but I don't think they're going to get the match.
They might be able to tie it with 35 seconds left.
It is possible.
Game on. Time finished. Game stopped. No points. Game finished.
All right. Wow, that was an exciting exciting end to that nasty game. I'm still kind of buzzing over it.
Yeah.
All right, 35 seconds left on the clock. Noobies versus Seadogs. Noobies need the point. They're going to have to fly down the middle. So I'm going to talk about this from the ref standpoint. Reffing in this situation, what we would tend to do is we would tend to go ahead and start pulling bodies away from the attacking side, tilt all the refs to the side that's going to get attacked, put more laydowns in the middle, and just have your flags out and ready, because that's the thing that's going to swing the match. If you got a team flying through the middle, there's penalties to be had. Let's be really honest.
And a penalty can swing them either way. It's do you want to try and draw a penalty on the other team? There is a strategy involved in that as well.
Yeah. And, again, under 60 seconds, a major flips the match. So
yep,
it's a big deal. Your refs really have to be in the right place.
Very, very tense moment for both teams.
Yeah.
And Noobies have they've got the fast guys that can get down there. But Seadogs can really, if they lock up the field, they're really tough to deal with. I
mean, I believe Noobies were favored in this game. Am I incorrect in that? Let me take a look at standings. I got to find it. No, they're pretty close. So Seadogs are 5th seed coming in. Noobies were the 6th seed coming in. I say seed. I really mean that they're standings for the year. So it's pretty much tied up. So all right. So this is not a upset victory. I believe these are the two teams that we looked at that had almost identical percentage of points won, if I'm not mistaken.
That's why the score is so low and so close.
Yeah. I don't know if you caught this earlier, but we were talking about our producer, Robert Howe, did some data mining, and he found, I was talking with Steve about this, found out that the teams with the lowest number of points played actually had the highest winning percentage.
Really?
So now that's on the first two layouts, and that can change based on the layout, of course, but for the first two layouts, the slower you played, the more likely you were to win your match.
It's cool to see that kind of data being brought into paintball, because you can look at baseball stats all day long and find it all for information. But this sport hasn't had it yet, so it's cool to see people making moves in that direction.
It's funny you say baseball, because when Rob Howe started, he's the producer from Com Sports that's running this webcast. When he started bringing me this data, I said, "You're a baseball guy, aren't you?" And he's like, "Yeah, how do you know?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're a data nerd."
But that's the exact kind of guy we need to be tracking in paintball.
Yeah,
it's a complicated process.
Yep.
There's a lot more moving pieces in paintball than there is baseball.
So I think what's changed is with the coaching, you now have a much more intelligent thought process going into a sport that has not traditionally been dominated by intelligent thought process. All right, here we go. This is a desperation game for the Noobies. Yep, Noobies flying up the middle. Vasquez makes an attempt in the snake, pays for it. We're down to 30 seconds. Oh, I don't know. Seadog checking himself. No, he walks off. I need to see even more aggression though out of the Noobies if they want to win this.
Got to keep an eye on the clock. I mean, 15 seconds.
Yeah. Fortunately, they lost. Noobies lost their other snake player.
Got to be cognizant of the clock.
Yeah. Oh, Noobies up through the middle. Up through the middle on the Dorito side. He has a chance, but he's 1 second. No, he's got no chance.
Game stop.
All right.
That was an exciting match.
Well, that
low
was
score, and it was back and forth the entire time.
Well, hey, I should back up a little bit so I get my camera. Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
I wish you had a better weekend. Congratulations on the new team. I'm sure you're going to have success the rest of the year.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
I'm pretty sure I felt some sparks. I felt the heat coming.
It was awesome to have you in the car. This is the first time we've had a passenger. This car specifically is all about the fastest lap. Modified aero for ultimate downforce, stripped out interior, caged in the suspension. It is unbelievable.
But can the car do this?
Okay, can't do that.
Enough about the car. We want to hear more about the gel blasters.
So we're a brand new company straight out of Austin, Texas. And we've had up and
All right, welcome back for a little break. We're actually going to lunch break, but before we do, I wanted to pull Ahmad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, from Nasty, who had a fantastic finish to that game, right? So I'm going to go ahead and let you describe the situation and describe what your thought process was.
All right, so pretty much start the last point. I think it was 2:30 seconds left in the clock, and pretty sure we were Aller 44, meaning 4 bodies up on our side, 4 bodies down on their side, and I was in the snake 2, just trying to get comms from my guys. I had a mirror, which another snake 2 on the opposite side, and they had a snake side brick, and I just waited for my guys to get the comms, waited for them to make the mistake, and obviously they made the first move. And It was a big mistake because I was posted up, and my back cam player was posted up, got him out first, crawled to their S2, waited for the comms again. I heard that they went to the Viper, which is the second wing on the snake side. Once I heard comms from him, talking to his boy Crossfield, that's when I made the move to go to his bunker him in the pack, shoot the guy he was talking to on the center brick, and then we just closed
Finish out the game, and you needed it.
Yeah, we needed it.
Yeah, you needed it. That was fantastic. So, in response to that, we have the Big Brain Play of the Award, Big Brain Play of the Day Award, and we're going to give it away for the first time in the NXL.
Thank you, Matt.
This is an utterly unauthorized trophy, so Tom Cole, you can come after me, but you absolutely deserve that, and your team needs to be just thanking you.
Yep, but again, it's not just a single player, it's his team. It's a team effort. Not one guy can win the game. So again, this is for the team. So thank you, Matt. I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Good luck with the rest of your weekend.
Thank you.